The boy just sneezed, and his character in the game became a chicken head. He entered the game world and found that it was almost close to reality, and the degree of freedom was also very high. So he looked at the map and prepared to go to the first mission point. At this time, a small monster appeared and attacked him. Derby, who was quick to react, dodged the attack. Then he took out 2 daggers out of thin air and took a defensive posture. The monster launched a second attack at this time, but Derby still dodged it and took this opportunity to kill it with one knife. At this time, Derby's level also reached level 2, and the monster's weapon also fell down. He wanted to use it as his second weapon, but the durability of the axe had been seriously damaged. At this time, there was a sudden sound from the bushes. The keen Derby immediately made preparations. Looking at such a powerful attack, Derby couldn't help but break out in a cold sweat. If this attack hit him, the game will end immediately. But this kind of excitement makes Derby very interested. Derby caught the rabbit's weakness and launched an attack to knock it away. But the rabbit still had the strength to fight back. It flew forward and parried with Derby. But the rabbit didn't notice that when they were close, Derby's dagger had already pierced its body. In an instant, the rabbit's body disappeared, and Derby's level was raised to level 4. At this time, the system sent a message that he had learned new skills in the previous fight. So Derby had a bold idea. He kept looking for wild monsters to try new ways of fighting. Unknowingly, he had risen to level 12. He opened the map to check and found that he had deviated from the main line of the task. Instead, he was very close to the second town, so he walked towards the direction of the second town. Soon he came to a bridge, but there was a big snake stationed here. The man's weapon was broken in the battle with the snake. Then he was sprayed with venom by the snake. The poison took effect. Derby lost blood every 10 seconds, so he could only deal with the snake in front of him as soon as possible. He grabbed the snake's hair and used his only attack skill to hit the snake's eyes. In this way, Derby successfully defeated the snake. His level was also raised to level 14. However, he was still poisoned, so he rushed into the city. While he was on his way, a player found that he was poisoned. He kindly reminded him the location of the resurrection point. However, he had to lie on the bed to revive. When he arrived at the hotel, he immediately came to the room without waiting for the NPC to finish explaining. He couldn't wait to jump on the bed, while successfully updating the resurrection point. Derby's blood volume was also cleared at this moment 0. After a rest, he went to the city to buy armor. He came to the blacksmith shop and bought the cheapest armor. He wanted to customize a handy weapon. However, the craftsman told him that he needed to mine to customize it. So he went to the mining area. He collected 2 pieces after half a day. The weapon he needed required 5 iron blocks. He was attacked by monsters from time to time during the collection process. Fortunately, Derby collected 5 iron blocks with his strong psychological quality and also mined a rare ore. So the craftsman made 2 short swords for him. At night, he tested the new weapon and started a duel with the high-level goblin. The goblin saw that he was no match for Derby, so he called his companions. Suddenly, a group of